Have you ever pondered why some individuals excel in the workplace while others struggle? Could the key be their communication skills? We're not talking about the ability to deliver a captivating speech or to pen an eloquent email. Rather, we're highlighting the day-to-day interactions that form the backbone of any business environment. The art of conveying ideas, sharing feedback, and negotiating tasks effectively is the cornerstone upon which professional relationships are built. Just imagine a workplace where everyone communicates effectively. There's no confusion about roles or tasks, no misinterpretation of instructions. Every team member understands their responsibilities and how their work contributes to the overall objective. This level of clarity doesn't just reduce stress, it enhances productivity, streamlines processes, and fosters a harmonious work environment. Now, let's turn this picture on its head. Consider a workplace where communication is poor. It's a place filled with misunderstandings, missed deadlines, and disgruntled employees. The lack of clear communication can lead to inefficiency, frustration, and a detrimental impact on the company's bottom line. But communication isn't just about productivity, it's also about relationships. When communication lines are open and clear, it fosters a positive work environment. It encourages collaboration, fosters trust, and builds strong professional relationships. In turn, these positive relationships can lead to career advancement. Think about it. Who are the individuals that spring to mind when you think about promotions or leadership roles? They are likely those who are not just good at their jobs, but also those who can effectively communicate their ideas, motivate their team, and negotiate solutions. They are the ones who have mastered the art of communication. And here's the good news. Communication is a skill that can be learnt, honed, and refined. No matter where you are in your career or what your role is, improving your communication skills can only lead to positive outcomes. Clearly, honing your communication skills can open doors to countless opportunities in your professional life. Recognizing the need to improve is the first step towards better communication. One may wonder, how exactly do I do that? The answer lies in self-awareness. It's about taking a step back and honestly evaluating your communication skills. Are you clear and concise in your speech? Do you listen as much as you speak? These are critical questions to ask yourself. But self-evaluation is just one part of the equation. We also need external perspectives to fully understand our strengths and weaknesses. This is where feedback from colleagues and superiors comes into play. It can be a tad bit intimidating to ask for feedback, but remember, it's a golden opportunity to learn and grow. Seek out constructive criticism and use it as a tool to refine your communication skills. Be open-minded and receptive, and you'll be surprised at how much you can improve. Remember, recognizing the need for improvement is not a sign of weakness, but a strength that paves the way for growth. Effective communication isn't just about speaking eloquently, it's about listening attentively. Now let's delve into the art of listening, an often overlooked but crucial aspect of effective communication. Imagine a conversation as a game of tennis. Just as the ball goes back and forth, so does communication. You serve with your words, but receiving the ball, that's where listening comes in. It's not merely about staying silent while the other person talks. It's about being engaged, being present, and showing that you value what the other person is saying. So, how can we listen more effectively? Firstly, maintain eye contact. This nonverbal signal communicates to the other person that you are fully engaged in what they're saying. It says, "I'm here, I'm focused on you, and I value your words." Secondly, resist the temptation to interrupt. It's easy to jump in with our thoughts, opinions, or advice, but doing so can disrupt the flow of conversation and create a barrier to effective communication. Instead, allow the speaker to finish their thought before responding. This demonstrates respect for their viewpoint and gives you the opportunity to fully understand their perspective. Thirdly, show empathy. Empathy involves stepping into another person's shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. When we listen with empathy, we validate the speaker's feelings and experiences, which can build trust and foster better communication. Lastly, provide feedback. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything the other person says. Instead, it's about acknowledging that you've heard them, understood them, and respect their viewpoint. This could be as simple as nodding in agreement, paraphrasing what they've said, or providing a thoughtful response. Remember, listening is an active process. It requires concentration, understanding, and response. It's about more than just hearing words. It's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind those words. When you listen actively, you not only understand better, but also make others feel valued and heard. Getting your message across clearly and succinctly is a vital aspect of communication. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Yet many of us struggle with this on a daily basis. But don't worry, there are some strategies to help you improve. First, organize your thoughts before you speak. It's like planning a journey. You wouldn't set off without knowing your destination, would you? The same applies to communication. Know what you want to say and structure your points accordingly. Next, use simple language. Your aim is to be understood, not to win a literary prize. The simpler your language, the more likely your audience will grasp your message. Lastly, avoid jargon. Every industry has its own set of terminologies, but not everyone will be familiar with them. When you use jargon, you risk alienating your audience or confusing them. Remember, the goal is not to impress with big words, but to express with clarity. To master any skill, consistent practice is indispensable. This adage rings particularly true for communication. Like any other skill, improving your communication abilities requires regular and dedicated practice. Now you might wonder, how can you practice communication? Well, there are numerous ways. Participate actively in meetings, not just by speaking, but by listening attentively and responding thoughtfully. Give presentations, no matter how daunting they may seem at first. Each presentation you deliver sharpens your ability to convey ideas clearly and confidently. Join public speaking clubs if possible. They provide a supportive environment to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them. Remember, every conversation, every meeting, every presentation is an opportunity to practice and improve. Don't shy away from these opportunities. Instead, seize them. Practice, practice, and practice some more. With time and consistency, you'll notice a remarkable improvement in your communication skills. So embrace every opportunity to communicate, for it's the only path to becoming a master communicator.